Jump scare warning, I'm gonna show you pictures of me from when I was deep in the throes of chronic illness. Chronic illnesses that I was told would be lifelong conditions that I'd always have to manage or never heal from. And I decided no, that wasn't gonna be my story. That wasn't gonna be my identity. I had spent so long sick and not feeling good in my body, not feeling good in my mind, no matter how much healing work that I did. I decided to make a complete identity shift and go into this period of healing as like the final healing cocoon. Like this was not going to be my identity anymore. I was going to be somebody who was fully vibrant and healthy and alive and like empowered and confident in my life. And after I made that choice, my whole entire life changed. So this was me when I was like really, really struggling in the thick of it. Obviously, not doing so well. I had that like intense swelling and flares and eczema all the time. My body, I mean, there were dozens and dozens of symptoms that I was struggling with on a daily basis that were debilitating, like could not even get out of bed a lot of the time. And within a span of about a year to a year and a half, like let's call it 18 months from that photo, I got into like the healthiest, most radiant version of myself. And it's now been another 3 years of symptom-free living after that. And like when I look back on this version of me, this photo was taken now 5 years ago, I don't even recognize her anymore. Like, not just because I'm not sick anymore, but because I'm not carrying the same identity. I'm not carrying the same burdens. I'm not carrying the same stories. I'm not even carrying the same trauma. Like the version of me who lived through all the experiences that were being expressed in that body doesn't feel relevant, doesn't exist in this version of me anymore. Like I'm aware that those were stories from my past. But when you experience such a significant identity shift where you just don't even relate to those versions of you anymore, it's kind of amazing how your body begins to follow suit. So I don't know, all that to say, no matter what you're struggling with, whether it's chronic pain, chronic health issues, like whatever you're going through in your life, versions of your life that you don't like, versions of yourself that you are struggling to be with, anything can change. Like you can choose your beliefs, you can choose your assumptions, you can choose the trajectory your life is going to take. We are met with challenges along the way that I think are maybe more decisions of our higher self that sometimes feel out of our control, but we get to choose how we respond to them and the version of us that shows up in response to what life is showing us. I'm actually so proud of that version of me who was like deep in the throes of chronic illness and pain and was so sick, but still so determined for that to not be my story, because it was such a hard choice and it was such a brave choice to make at the time when so many people were telling me that it was unrealistic to think the way that I was thinking. It's also what got me to this place of freedom and